What's up, America? Brian Hollyhand here, about 30,000 feet up. We are on the way to Arkansas. So everybody in line at the University of Arkansas to kick off my 10-stop campus tour. We are coming to you right here, right now.
So the right is attempting to find some sort of replacement for Charlie Kirk, and they're propping up a whole bunch of weird figures and attempting to do that. This is one. His name is, I swear to God, it's his real name, Brylan Hollyhand, which sounds like I've played a lot of D&D. My gnome bard could have been Brylan Hollyhand, and I think that would be pretty good. Producer Mike said he thought Brylan Hollyhand was the elf who lives on the island of misfit toys in the Rudolph thing. But anyway, but that's who he is. And the issue isn't his name fundamentally. It's like you guys want to pretend that this guy's just like, he's just a regular guy, like going out and debating, but like he was broadcasting that from a private jet. And as you learn more about Brylan Hollyhand and the money he's already trying to rake in, doesn't seem like he's in it for the love of debate necessarily. And he has also angered some on the right and some on the like Charlie Kirk part of the right by like trying to imply that Turning Points USA is like backing him or something. And even the COO of Turning Points was critical of him. This is Tyler Bowyer, who claimed that Hollyhand let us all down when he associated with ex-Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel and accused him of falsely suggesting his events were sponsored by the group, which is a weird sort of like, I don't know, like stolen valor off of Charlie Kirk. If you're implying that like, well, Charlie can't do them anymore, so now they're having me do it, but they're not. That's really ghoulish and weird. Anyway, we showed you the private jet. A lot of people are focusing on that. Nick Sortor tweeted, FYI, Turning Point USA is absolutely not sponsoring campus tours for young men flying around in private planes, despite claims otherwise. This is such an unnecessary distraction from the actual campus tour, which honors Charlie. Ignore the grifters.
Dude.
There's a little bit of an irony there, but
yeah,
we'll let it stand.
And ignore the grift in your own eye.
Exactly. So Brylan Hollyhand responded, and when you say his name, you have to say the entire name, by the way. That's
Brylan Hollyhand.
Brylan Hollyhand said, that's like a fancy orphan or something in London 100 years ago. Brylan Hollyhand.
It's like, it sounds like my vacation alter ego. Like mine's Vincenzo Azul, but my wife's is Connie Thumps. Like that's her fake name when we travel. I like Brylan. I'm Brylan Hollyhand. Set us up in the Queen suite.
Yeah, and you know it helps that he, based on the video I've seen, seems like an absolute dork. Anyway,
I loved him in all those Dickens short stories.
He said, "Okay, I hear y'all. Lol, the keyboard warriors are well. Yesterday, I went from English class to a campus speech 10 hours away. A hometown friend offered to help me get there because I couldn't afford it. I'll keep showing up to do the hard work on campuses, and I hope you all do too." A hometown friend, it's not like somebody lent you their Chevy. Bro. You're on a private jet. But don't worry, it's just a hometown friend millionaire who gave me his private jet. But anyway, he apparently, so the Daily Mail poses a college student or whatever to try to book him. And his manager or whatever says he needs $7,500 in addition to airfare and expenses for two. So he responded to that and said, for large conferences, I, like every other conference participant who's invited to speak, get reimbursed for the basic costs of getting there, which is absolutely standard. No, you're asking for those expenses and $7,500 on top of it. Okay, that's a lot of money. I know, for you to go and to talk out your ass for like 90 minutes or whatever. That's actually a lot of money. And so again, like the right absorbs a lot of grift. They love grifters, but this is seeming, I think, a little bit too much too soon. What do you think?
What is the difference between this dude and Early Kirk?
I don't know.
Like, what's the difference? Oh, a rich person poured money on you to spout nonsense unsuccessfully? Like, people forget, like Charlie Kirk was wildly unsuccessful, provably a drag on the party, provably wildly unpopular, and actually played into tropes of what people thought Republican youth were like, and it was bad. Like, people didn't like it. But hundreds of millions of dollars in donations from rich friends with planes gave him the, pardon the belabored, metaphor, runway to fail until he succeeded and learned how to change it. So this guy with a Masters shirt on, also no pun intended, and his Rolex in the sky, like, give him a few years and maybe he will get to that level if he's allowed to fail like so many other mediocre people with rich friends until he succeeds.
Exactly. By the way, I'll end by just noting that he did have one defender online. It was Laura Loomer, who specifically said, "Why are people so toxic?" And yeah, Laura, I've noticed some people online can be pretty toxic, actually. Hey, remember when you joked about tens of millions of people being eaten by reptiles because they were of the wrong race? You remember that? That seemed toxic to me.